bags where horror lies.
Hey, what's up, body bags? Welcome. I'm your Saturday host, as always, Andrew Shroyer. So this week I watched two movies yesterday, and I was like, I hadn't seen one in a while, and I hadn't seen one since November, and I try to watch it as much as possible. And I figured the reviewer who did this video no longer does it for the channel, so I'm free to do it now. But yeah, that is the first urban legend. Now I watch this quite frequently because I'm in college and it's a dorm slasher movie. And the interesting thing about this movie is that it feels like a college dorm slasher. That this and Final Exam are probably and probably Scream 2 are the ones that feel most like a college slasher to me. I really so basically the synopsis of this movie is there is a killer killing people based on popular urban legends, and they're trying to figure out who the killer is. It's a kind of a whodunit, slasher movie, and yeah, that's kind of it. It's from the 90s. It has your typical like pretty well known cast. It's got Jared Leto in it, a very young Jared Leto. It's got I can't remember, the guy who plays Damon was from Dawson's Creek. Danielle Harris was in this. She was more in like a very small part. She plays the roommate of the main character. And Rebecca Gerhardt, who I can't remember, I'm not remembering what else she was in. I know she was in Scream 2 also, but she was more in a very small part in that one too. But everybody, it's basic, your basic 90s slasher movie. And my personal thoughts is I am a massive fan of these movies. I grew up watching these movies. I'm a product of the 90s. I was born in 93. So that dates me, and it also, I was 4 years old when it's 4 or 5. This is 98. This is 98, so I was 5 years old when this was released. And not surprisingly, I grew up watching these movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Screams, and only the first urban legend though. But this is such a cool Tara Reid. How could I forget Tara Reid is in this movie too? This was. When she was probably most attractive in this movie. She was ridiculously attractive. But yeah, this is, everything about this really works for me. I love the 90s, like, energy. They had this certain energy to their movies. It just made it so cool, and just, on rewatch, they get better. Just because, like, they're not very scary, but they got this, like, tense thriller / like, I don't know how to explain it. Everyone has it. It's Scream, Scream 2, Scream 3, the I Know What You Did Last Summers, the Faculty, H2O. All of them have this same kind of like energy to them. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it feels like 80s slashers on steroids. That they're just kind of like a chase scene like all the time type things. And it really works for me. I really like these movies. The characters are all pretty likable, although the main character is my biggest beef with this movie. Yeah, if I were to give this a rating, I would give it a 9 out of 10. It really, really is good. Yeah. So, if you don't like these 90s movies, I understand. But yeah, it's got this. It's a college slasher movie that's it just fits everything. Like I'm at a college, kind of similar. It's kind of more quiet and everything. But yeah, I really like this. I rewatch it all the time. I just watched it last night. So, all right, that's gonna be all for the review. Hopefully, but by next week for sure, I'll have a different camera, so this won't look as bad. But I apologize for that again. But thanks, guys, for tuning in, and yeah, I'll catch you next week. Let me know what you think about the urban legends, and if you wanted to comment on 90s slashers in general, just let me know your thoughts. But Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in, and have a good night.